This is Todd Morrison of Dawson Gap Naturals. We're in Campbell, Texas, and we're going to speak with David Hale of Windy Meadows Family Farms. Dawson Gap Naturals is deep in the heart of Texas. Today, we're on our way to visit Windy Meadows Family Farm. Because you know what? If you're talking pastured poultry, David Hale and his family are one of the ones you want to talk to. They have got it down. They're raising something like 80,000 birds, servicing the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we just have to go check them out. So come join us today as we talk to David Hale. All right, we're here with David Hale of Windy Meadows Family Farms, and appreciate the chance to visit with you some today. Thanks for showing me around.
Welcome. You're always welcome. Glad to have you.
Thank you. You've been showing me, but go ahead and tell everyone a little bit about your operation here, what you're doing.
Well, here at Windy Meadows, we raise about 1,600 chickens a week on pasture. We have our own on-site USDA processing facility. My brother hatches chicks every week, and I'm kind of the production guy. It's my job to get them from day old to ready to process, and so that's my job on the farm.
Great. Thanks. Well, you've been showing me around and stuff, and we're getting started with our own line of feed, and maybe you can just tell me, like, what do you look for in a feed? What is it that you like to find in a feed that is good for your operation?
Oh, okay. Well, so in a feed, needs to support the nutrition of the chicken, the nutritional needs of a broiler, which are pretty high. Definitely, they're raised on pasture. You raise a chicken on pasture, it needs to, but from the pasture, it's going to pick up a lot of things that are going to help with the flavor of the chicken. The feed needs to support that, but also make sure the feed is going to carry a lot of the horsepower as far as the right proteins, the right amino acids, and everything to make sure that chicken has everything that it needs to be healthy. Sometimes you're going to have, your grass may be growing strong. Sometimes you may be in a drought. You don't have as much grass. The quality of the grass may be great. It may not be as great. But the feed needs to really be able to carry you through on your worst day and make sure that your chickens are still healthy, no matter how much forage or what the quality of the forage they're able to consume actually is.
So you use a fresh cracked mash type of feed from a local mill?
Yes, local mill. So yes, it's going to be milled, and we get our feed delivered every week or 10 days, something like that. So try to keep it fresh.
And then you've always used a feed with Fertrell in it, and you found good success, or currently you are?
Yes, currently using Fertrell, and that's I have no complaints there, and I've always appreciated working with them. I think just as important as their product is working with them on animal health issues. Fertrell's always been a big help to me on that.
Yeah, and so I've really liked seeing your mobile pasture coops out there. I have a few pictures of those, but again, just describe these shelters and how you use them.
So the shelters I have is I call them a greenhouse pen. It's basically a greenhouse on sleds, and they're moved once a day. I have some roll-up sides on them, so I can, depending on the temperature of the day, if I need cooler, I can give more ventilation or less ventilation if it's a cold, windy day like today, and make sure that there's plenty of feeders in there, plenty of waters for the amount of broilers that are in the pen, and also to make sure that they the needs of the chicken are met, whether it's environmental and then feed and water as well.
So you're producing a lot of chickens here. Who are your customers mostly? Who do you supply chickens for?
Customers. I'm going to say I'm about 20% restaurants. We're here in Texas, so a lot of folks are doing grass-fed beef, and they want to sell a pastured chicken alongside their grass-fed beef, and so we'll wholesale chicken to them, and they'll sell it. And then, some individual customers too, still as well.
Yeah, that's great. Where do you see pastured poultry going? Where are we at now as far as defining our product to the public, and where do you think it's going to be going?
I think defining it to the public, that's a good question, because I think that's an important thing. I think pastured poultry people actually get it fairly well when they see it. You take them out, they tour the farm, they see the grass, they see happy chickens eating grass, and they get it. And it's something that they get, and that level, it's a little bit harder to explain to them one-on-one or through a cold call. But if you can get them to come tour the farm, I think that's the way to really get the best buy-in or get it, so to speak, factor. And then I would say also, as far as where it's going, you know, I don't know. I've seen people talk about, well, we only have, you know, we want to take over the whole poultry industry or whatever, and I'm not opposed to that. But I think the way you do it, however you do it, you just make sure you're doing it well. If you do what's well on your farm, and see where it goes from there. That's the important thing. Do what's right on your farm and see where it goes.
Well, thanks. I really appreciate the chance to visit with you today.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard great things about your farm and just how you produce chickens here and everything. So thanks for sharing that with me and with everyone in this video. And just blessings to you and your farm, and just pray that everything just goes well for you in the future.
Oh, sure. You too. Thanks. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.